What's up, everybody? AJ Kirsch here, the voice of Buzz in WWE 2K19 and the voice of Buzz in WWE 2K20. And I'm back at you with some fresh YouTube content. As usual, I would love for you to like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know exactly when new videos drop. Social media, upcoming events, merchandise, all that information can be found in the description of this video. And there's actually something else you can find in the description of this video that I want to bring some special attention to here for just a few seconds. My Patreon launches this Friday, November the 1st. So go find the very first link at the top of the description in this video. Check out my Patreon. I hope you find something you like. I am offering exclusive content, exclusive merchandise, discounts on merchandise, services that you can only get from me, and a ton of other stuff, and giving you some pretty detailed glimpses into my personal and professional life. So please click the link in the description of this video that takes you to my Patreon. Again, it launches this Friday, November the 1st. You can sign up right now, and you won't get charged until this Friday. So you can totally sign up, make sure that you're dialed in when Friday comes and I start posting content. You can kind of consider that a pre-order for my Patreon. So again, though, whether it's my Patreon, whether it's following me on social media, checking out my merchandise, or just liking this video and subscribing to my YouTube, I really appreciate everybody's support up to this point. I've been really lucky lately with my professional life, and between Jexy coming out, between signing with MLW, between WWE2K20 coming out, this really is kind of a high point of my career, and I would not be here without the support of you and of everybody who's helped me along the way. So I just wanted to, amongst all the plugs, I just wanted to take a moment to express how grateful I am to be in this position, and I'm just trying to, you know, ride it and enjoy it as long as I can. So thank you all so much for your support, and check it out, we're back! It's the new season of WWE2Kfabe. WWE2K20 came out last week, last Tuesday to be exact, so a week ago today as I'm shooting and posting this. Obviously, it's come out to, shall we say, a mixed reaction. It was not as well received as a lot of people wish it was, myself included, and, you know, not to get too off track or anything, but that's somewhat difficult when, you know, everybody has their job to do, and I felt like I did mine to the best of my ability with voicing Buzz this year, and that was not my only involvement, by the way, and I'm going to get to that in just a second, but, you know, it's tough when you see a project come out that everybody's looking forward to, everybody's really excited about, and it just doesn't quite meet up to everybody's expectations. So the first patch should be available in a little over a week, I believe. The Bump in the Night DLC has just been released, so hopefully there's enough to hold you over until, you know, more effort is put into fixing what should not have been broken in the first place. But speaking on behalf of myself and the small part that I had in the big deal that was 2K20, thank you for your patience. Hang in there. It's gonna get better. And as far as WWE2Kfabe is concerned, what I alluded to earlier when I said the voiceover was not my only involvement in the game, yes, Buzz is back in a podcast capacity. In fact, I'll play that podcast for those of you who haven't seen it yet, at least the first episode. There are multiple episodes out there. And by the way, if anybody watching this is able to record those podcasts, please do, and send them to me on social media. I have yet to see all of them. I would love to hear how they came out. But I do have the first part. I'm going to play that for you here in just a second before we actually dive into my career mode in WWE 2K20. The first episode of the Buzz and Cole Show podcast featuring yours truly as Buzz and returning as Cole Quinn, a.k.a. Black Hole Cole, Mansoor, WWE NXT Superstar Mansoor, but I know him as ya boy, Manny Favorino. Check it out. Welcome, everyone, to a special milestone episode for the Buzz and Cole Show. Today,
working title.
Cole, we're celebrating our 10th anniversary of doing this podcast. We've long surpassed the time frame that something can be considered a working title.
Who are you? The working title police?
No, I'm the sanity police.
Let me see your badge then.
Okay, well, not only is this a huge moment in history for us, but it's also a massive weekend coming up with WrestleMania and the Hall of Fame ceremony headlined by the induction of best friends, Red and Trey.
Hey, speaking of best friends going into the Hall of Fame together, when do you think we'll go in?
I mean this in the nicest way, but that is never going to happen.
What do you mean?
Well, we are best friends, but I've done my thing here, and you've had a great career too, but it's all been outside of WWE. Not to mention the biggest factor keeping you out, which is the Triple H incident.
What? You mean when we invaded NXT together like 12 years ago? I would think he's gotten over that by now.
No, I mean when 3 years ago, someone spray painted Triple H as a stupid turkey on his driveway.
For the last time, that wasn't me.
Cole, he has security camera footage of you doing it. Plus, you always call people turkeys.
Anyone who thinks I would do something like that, jeopardizing my career and my best friend, is a giant stupid turkey.
See? You just said it.
Only because you said it first. It was in the ether.
Well, I think we've managed to get wildly off topic, which, if you've been listening for the past 10 years, is par for the course around here. How about we take a quick break to regroup?
Fine. I don't need a break. Only stupid turkeys need breaks.
So there's episode 1 of the Buzz and Cole Show podcast. There are several more episodes scattered throughout my career. So again, if you happen to come across them, I would love for you to record them and send them to me because I have yet to hear what any of the other ones sound like. It would be a big help. So thanks for checking that out. But like I said, my involvement in 2K this year, my involvement in 2K20 wasn't just recording faux podcasts with Mansoor, but I also was involved in a behind-the-scenes role that was far larger than any of the stuff I did that actually made it to the game. I actually voiced another character, just a little cameo character that didn't even make it into the game. That part of the storyline was completely scrapped, which is a shame because I was thinking that part was going to make it to the game, and I was going to have people guess or see if they could guess which character I played, but that's not a thing anymore. So I was actually primarily involved behind the scenes more than anything else because the folks that played Red and Trey, Brett Green played Trey and Kylie Brown played Red. They were not big wrestling fans. They had watched a little bit here and there and they were aware of it. So I was actually in the booth with them for the most part, kind of coaching them on the promo cadence in professional wrestling. Because you don't speak into a microphone in front of thousands of people the same way you would if you were just having a conversation with somebody. So I was kind of, in my experience, both in professional wrestling and with WWE2K19 last year, 2K saw fit that I could kind of share my experience, and I was very grateful that they did because, as always, I'm super excited to be a part of any 2K project. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. And also, when they were recording scenes with WWE superstars, Matt Hardy, Undertaker, Paul Heyman, whoever, they had me play whichever superstar they were interacting with so that they stayed in the rhythm of the scene. It wasn't, they weren't just talking to nobody and then they fill in the blanks in, post-production. And of course, WWE superstars on the road all the time, they could not be in studio to actually record the scenes with the actors. So they had me stand in for Samoa Joe or Drew McIntyre or Becky Lynch or whoever. So I was even more involved this year than I was last year because last year with 2K19, the voiceover and motion capture was only shot over 3.5 days, 4 days. It was just a whirlwind of a situation. And this year was a little bit different because they recorded all the voiceovers in a recording studio, and then they had us record the motion capture several weeks, month later or so, in a separate studio with, blocking for the mall and the school and Bret Hart's, the Hart, oh God, what's it called? The dungeon. The Hart House in Calgary. They just blocked all those scenes out. but the voiceover was already done. All the voiceover, so it was done differently this year than it was last year. But anyway, I'm rambling. It's already been 7.5 minutes, so why don't we skip the rest of what I have to say, and we're just gonna get right into, let's call it the first, I don't know, 10 minutes or so of WWE2Kfabe. We are back at the beginning. It is episode 1. We are going to dive into every single cutscene of my career mode in WWE2K20, and I'm going to give you the inside perspective and behind-the-scenes stories surrounding the voiceover and motion capture of WWE2K20. And before we dive into that, one more time, I just want to shout out, just like last year, we're doing it again this year, MK Ice and Fire. I'll put their screen name here at the bottom of the video. They have been nice enough to give me permission to use their footage of my career mode, every cutscene from my career mode, and use it for my YouTube show here. So if you're into gaming, if you're into pro wrestling, there's a good chance if you're watching this, you're into one or both, please check out MK Ice and Fire. They are the premier gaming channel on YouTube. So there you have it. Without any further ado, let's go to Chapter 1 of WWE 2K20, and thank you so much for tuning in to Episode 1 of the new season of WWE 2Kfabe. All right, here we are, the opening scene of my career mode in WWE 2K20 with Ronda Rousey just beating the tar out of Red in the corner of the ring at WWE Money in the Bank.
I never thought it would happen so soon. For Red or her best friend Trey.
Ronda inducting everybody into the Hall of, or not everybody, but Ronda inducting
and tonight's no different.
Red and Trey into the Hall of Fame with this speech. And I wish I could have been a fly on the wall with a lot of the gaming community in WWE 2K20 and just kind of be like, huh, I wonder what's going on. It's like the whole thing, I mean, obviously the whole thing's kind of a flashback in bits and pieces, but I would have liked to have seen the reaction of the gaming community when that kind of dawned on them. Like, I mean, hell, I'll ask you. You're in the gaming community. You're watching this. What did you think? Sound off in the comments. I thought it was a very refreshing and unique way to kind of frame my career story, I guess, because so frequently it just starts off as, you know, some rookie just starting in the business or starting at NXT and trying to claw their way up to the very tippy top and main event WrestleMania and blah, 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 blah. The progression here isn't too far from that, but I thought it was a nice touch to kind of frame the story as a Hall of Fame induction speech and then bouncing backward to certain pivotal parts in their story and then coming back to the Hall of Fame ceremony to kind of set up what's next. As Ronda Rousey goes to work on Red in the corner. Red can't get her hands up. Ronda Rousey eats the turnbuckle. And now, slithering into the ring, Zelina Vega has recovered, trying to set up the ladder right underneath that briefcase. And Red starting to stir here. Oh, Andrade, get the hell out of here. This isn't WrestleMania 21. You're not Rhino. 21. No, 17. I meant 17. Wow, I really botched that. And there's Trey getting him some of Andrade. Who's it going to be? Oh, no. Andrade getting up from behind. Zelina sent off the ladder. Now, I wasn't actually in the studio when they were recording the motion capture on the ladder here. I would be surprised if they actually used a ladder. I mean, uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not going to be good. Arm bar. Ronda really ran. Okay, we're going to continue now, I guess.
This truly is a historic day. I don't think I've seen you dressed up since
That's right, these two go way back. MK Ice and Fire, shout out to you guys for recreating Trey in the spitting image of Buzz of last year. Almost identical.
Didn't you wear a cane mask? No wonder we couldn't get dates.
To be fair, The theme of the prom.
So again, I was in the studio with
You have the list, right?
Kylie and Brett when they were
I thought you had-
recording this. Sometimes
Seriously?
I'd actually be in the room with
I
them.
put it
Sometimes
in
I'd be in the
safe
next
just like you
room.
told me to.
But I do,
Man, the way you treat
I
that
do
thing,
remember
I'd
them
think it was a
recording
magnet
this
car.
scene.
Did you say magnet?
Yeah, it's some really old, valuable magnet, right?
Just get it out.
Trey is such a doofus.
No one
Yeah,
was going
such
to
a
break into a
doofus.
hotel room and steal an old piece of notebook paper from high school.
It's not just an old piece of paper. That list has been the roadmap to our entire careers, and now there's only one thing left to cross off. Did you forget the combination?
It might have slipped my mind, but don't worry, I wrote it down on my phone, which is also in the safe. This is why I always said we should have got the list tattooed on us. No chance of losing it, and we'd have way more street cred.
Yeah? Well, I'm gonna be getting a teardrop tattoo if you don't get that thing open.
For those of you who don't know, a teardrop tattoo is when you murder somebody in prison. No, wait, that's not right. What is it? I think a teardrop tattoo is if you killed somebody.
This is what's going to give us confidence, recognition, success.
I'm pretty sure it means if
Everything
you
we've
killed
ever
somebody.
wanted.
Somebody died at some point,
Your
and it was your
Earth
fault.
Science Notebook is going to do all that?
No. We're going to use it to make a list of everything we'll accomplish
Which
someday
means
when we
apparently
become
somewhere
WWE
between
superstars.
In 1996,
Could be
Undertaker
that.
killed somebody because he
Or
came
we
back in
could play my favorite
1996
lunchtime
with
game, Guess
a.
what Mr. Bowman's
Oh,
sweat stains look
so
like today.
I was
I'm
that
kinda
teacher
seeing
that
a
walked
heart
by.
shape. What do you think?
I think you need to take this seriously. Besides, it's a proven fact that if you write down your goals, it helps you achieve them.
Actually, now I'm thinking it looks more like a one-eared rabbit.
Fine. I'll go first to get the ball rolling.
Now there's a throwback.
Become
Divas champion.
WWE Divas champion. Your turn.
Back before it was
Okay.
the women's
Star in the
championship.
WWE action
Again,
movie.
I guess. It was the women's championship.
Really?
Became the Divas championship.
That's one of your goals?
Do you want me to do the list or not? Besides, it's a proven fact. WWE action movies are some of the finest pieces of cinematic art ever produced, so it would be an honor to appear.
Debatable.
Whatever.
Debatable at best.
Train at the dungeon.
Come up with awesome wrestling names.
I wonder
Two
how
Freaky
many
James.
Get my own action
fans
figure.
watching this
Compete
just
on
know what the
NXT.
dungeon
Win a
means.
dance
Like,
off.
Wrestle Lita.
Find out what's inside.
you know,
Undertaker's
Bret Hart
urn.
and
Inducted
Owen
into
Hart
the
and all those
WWE
folks
Hall
that
of
trained
Fame.
in the
In a
dungeon. That was a
WWE
generation ago.
video game.
Win a ladder match.
I've got a match for you. My butt, your face. What are you two fartwads doing? This table is reserved for
So,
wrestling team members.
I was
only.
one
Thought
of
there was a lot
these
burger stuff
two
underneath it.
goons in the
Bunny.
You can leave
background.
now.
Sorry, we're busy.
Get my own action figure. Become WWE Divas champion. Is this some kind of WWE nerd vision board?
Hey! Being immortalized in semi-posable plastic is the
It
greatest
would
thing
be
a
pretty
human
awesome
being
to
can
be an
achieve.
action figure. I'm not gonna lie. That'd
Don't
be great.
ever touch our stuff again.
What? Like this?
That was a huge mistake.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah. And it's on. We are in. I'm guessing we are in Red's dream. Not Red. Yeah, Red. Yeah, Red's dream. That's right. Vintage. Look at that apron.
Brooklyn gets nailed with the sliding lunch tray takedown.
Can Red capitalize?
Red going up.
She's going up top.
God, look at that old set. Oh, memories.
Red with the picture perfect moonsault.
Moonsault that would make Lita jealous. 1, 2, and 3. This one's over. What a maneuver.
Red cemented herself as way tougher and cooler than Brooklyn will ever be.
That's right,
That's
Brooklyn
exactly
Von
what happens
Braun.
When you make fun of Red, you pay dearly.
I'm still kind of confused about everything that just happened, guys.
Well, don't hurt your imaginary head, Byron.
That's right. It was only just a dream.
Wait. Let me get this straight. You remember your fight with Brooklyn when we were in high school, taking place in a WWE arena with a ring sold-out crowd and
That's how it
commentators?
happened. Why wouldn't that be how it
The guy who
happened?
can't remember the safe combination is questioning my memory?
No, the guy who can't remember the safe combination is questioning your sanity.
Whatever.
Gotta say,
I may have taken a
Trey's
few
looking good in that
liberties with my
tux.
story, but that is how I choose to remember it.
Well, as much as I'd love to join you in rewriting history, that day is scorched into my brain because that's how I got my nickname, Trey. This is how it really
that's
went
right.
down.
For all you paying attention at home,
Get
here's
my
how
own
it went
action
down.
figure, become WWE Divas champion. Is this some kind of WWE nerd vision board?
Hey, being immortalized in semi-posable plastic is the greatest thing a human being can achieve.
Don't ever touch our stuff.
Yeah,
again.
rude.
What, like this?
That was a huge mistake.
Oh no, I've unleashed Hothead Red!
I'm gonna take that marker, bring it to your grandmother's nursing home, and cross out parts of her chart so when the nurse goes to give her turn-down service, she won't know to flip her over. That's right, I'm gonna give your grandmother bed sores.
What is wrong
Psycho.
Deep breaths, maybe we
What
can talk this out.
a
I'm done
psycho.
talking. Ah!
So again, seeing all this come together, it was pretty interesting that the voiceovers were done in, across the period of a couple weeks, and then several weeks or a month later is when all the
Going to get help.
motion capture was done. And
Everyone already knows Hothead Red, but let me introduce you to her best friend, Trey. Get it? Because he busted his butt on a
she's
lunch
mean.
tray.
She was very mean throughout the entire. I mean, in real life, she was great. She was very nice. Oh no! And then the catch up to the face.
Now her face matches her nickname.
So look at me on the left there, chanting. You can tell that's me because there's a little shout out to Hoodslam. Climb the ladder, get a little higher.
Well, there it is. The first 10 minutes of my career mode in WWE 2K20 in the books. As I'm looking at the counter here, there are 6.5 hours of cutscenes in my career mode in WWE 2K20. So we have a ways to go. Somebody was about to text me and I didn't want the sound to go off, so I just muted my computer real quick. 6.5 hours of cutscenes. We've got a ways to go. I think I'm going to post every Monday. I know it's Tuesday, but I think I'm going to get in the habit of posting every Monday and Wednesday since those seem to be the most wrestling-centric evenings of the week. Thanks again for tuning in, everybody. I'm excited to be back with this new season of WWE2Kfabe. And once again, my Patreon drops this Friday, November the 1st. The link is in the description of this video. It is at the very top of the description, so you can't miss it. Again, please check it out. Find something you like. Exclusive merchandise, services, content, and some pretty revealing stuff, both in my professional life and personal life, that I'm eager to share with everybody. So thank you again so much for your support. If you haven't yet, like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you know exactly when new videos drop. And until next time, I'm AJ Kirsch. Take care, y'all.